Hey, slow down! What are all these cars doing in the camp parking lot? It's not this busy on Sunday parent pickup day.
Hi, I'm Miss Jean. Join me on a trip to Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear, almost clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. Join me for today's expedition in Discovery Mountain. In today's episode, Too Much Help, we'll find out just how readers' idea to gather the people of Discovery Mountain together is going. Can they make the repairs needed in time to save the camp? And what is Hattie's idea for Jamie to save the camp? Did God call Hattie to Billsby Builders for such a time as this, just like he did Esther in the Bible story? Well, the townspeople of Discovery Mountain are hard at work in this episode, and they're busy exercising their faith too. Listen for your faith exercise, all from the comfort of your chair. It sounds like Hattie and Uncle George are talking on the phone. Let's listen and see what's happening.
Uncle George, I just froze in my interview with Mr. Billsby. I just couldn't ask him the important question.
Well, don't be too hard on yourself, Hattie. What did you do?
Well, I asked him for a second interview. I can't believe that I had to do that.
Hattie, it's all right. Queen Esther had to ask the king for a second banquet.
I'm sorry, Uncle George. You broke up. I thought I heard you say that I should call Mrs. King for a blanket.
No, I said that Queen Esther had to ask the king
Hello? Uncle George? Uncle George?
Hattie, I'm walking to the camp. I've had bad cell reception here. Hattie? Hattie? Gadget, I lost the connection. Come on, boy, let's go over to the camp. See if we can make a few repairs. We only have 4 days to save the camp, and what we really need are 4,000 days. Hey, slow down! What are all these cars doing in the camp parking lot? It's not this busy on Sunday parent pickup day.
Hi, Mr. Simon. Would you mind helping me carry a few things from my trunk? I need to carry the baby.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Lee. Of course I'll help you. This box is heavy. What's in it?
It's the t-shirts I printed.
T-shirts?
Yes, Mr. Simon. They're free for you. Go ahead and take one.
Well, let me look. Save Discovery Mountain Camp. Nice design, but...
I'm selling them to raise the funds to pay the fine. Mr. Simon, just between you and me, I really don't think that we're going to get all the repairs done in 4 days. Your best strategy at this point is to raise the money to pay the fine.
Well, I'm happy for the creative thinking and the help, but...
Mr. Simon, this way. Just put the box of t-shirts on the table.
You have a table all set up?
Yes, I sold 42 t-shirts just yesterday. That's 42 times...
Okay, everyone. I have your working orders for the day.
What's going on?
May I have your attention, please? Quiet, everyone.
Gadget, what's going on? There must be 50 people here.
Now, we all know that we have 4 days to finish the repairs on Discovery Mountain Camp, or Mr. Simon has to pay a huge fine. If we can't fix everything or pay the fine, our camp goes up for auction. Here are your work assignments for today.
All these
Dr.
people
Simon,
are here to
Mrs.
help.
Torres, I need you to be
Maybe we'll
scraping
get this
paint
done in
in the
4
cabin.
days instead of 4,000.
Mr. Lewis and Mr.
Maybe
Garcia,
we'll save
the
Discovery Mountain Camp after all. Hey, Shelley, what are you doing with that paint scraper? Aren't you scheduled to work at the hospital today?
Hi, Dad. I was scheduled to work, but we're all here to help. I want to do my part to save Discovery Mountain Camp.
I appreciate that. But, your job...
Without this camp, I would have never met your son, and I wouldn't be a Simon. I really want to help.
Dr. Simon, I have safety goggles for us. Let's go scrape that old dangerous paint off of the girls' cabins.
Hi, Mrs. Torres. Dangerous paint?
Yes, it's on the list.
Oh, that list of repairs seems never ending.
Bye-bye, Mr. Simon. We have to get to scraping.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Mr. Garcia, here, you carry the new pump out to the pool. I've got the extension cord and the drill.
Okay, I've got it. Don't you worry.
Officer Lewis, what do you and Mr. Garcia need a drill for?
Mrs. Simon, we needed to replace the pump on the filter of the swimming pool.
Swimming pool pump?
Well, yeah, it's on the list of repairs.
That list seems to get longer by the minute.
Let's go. We wouldn't want our summer campers swimming in unfiltered water.
Thank you, Officer Lewis and Mr. Garcia. Hey, how did you pay for the pump?
T-shirt sales.
T-shirt sales? Oh, what do you know?
Oh, hi, Mr. Simon. Hey, would you mind moving outside to the front porch? As soon as we clear everyone out of here, Mr. Reader and I are going to finish these floor repairs.
Wait, you haven't finished the floor repairs and we had all these people standing on it? Jake, I don't know what to say.
Thank you. Is that what you wanted to say? Oh, you don't have to thank me, Mr. Simon. You know that I love Discovery Mountain Camp as much as the next person or more.
Jake, thank you was not the phrase I was struggling to find.
Hi, Mr. Simon. Let me show you the current list. By my estimation, we should finish all the repairs by, let me see.
By when do you estimate?
By Thursday.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. We'd make our deadline.
Well, not this Thursday. Thursday 4 weeks from now.
Oh.
Listen, Mr. Simon, we're working as hard as we can, but...
Mr. Simon, I'm really going to need you to step outside. I need to rip this floorboard up. It just isn't safe.
Jake, nothing in this place is safe. That's the point of all this chaos.
Mr. Simon, why don't we step outside onto the porch and take a look at this list together?
All right. Come on, Gadget. Follow me, boy. Jake, just don't use any power tools while you're in there alone, okay?
Not even the electric sander? I mean, just look at these floors, Mr. Simon.
Jake!
Okay, I won't use any power tools, not even the electric sander.
Okay, Jake. Thanks.
Not while I'm alone. Now, let's see. Who can I get to help me?
Oh, hey, Mr. Simon, you're still here. Good.
Yes, Mrs. Lee. Rita and I are just going to go over the repair list.
Okay, well, I'm wondering, can either of you make change for a $100 bill?
$100 bill? What in the world for?
Well, someone wants to buy T-shirts, and I can't make change for her.
I can't make change for a $100 bill.
I don't have that much money on me either. If you send her up to the store in a couple of hours, maybe.
Oh, excuse me. Hello? Oh, you will? Wonderful. All right, thank you. Bye. Never mind. She said she'll spend the whole $100 bill on T-shirts. Problem solved.
Good, Mrs. Lee. You're selling those T-shirts like hotcakes.
Reader, I appreciate all of this help, but this is all overwhelming.
Yes, I know, Mr. Simon. There is a lot going on, but if we can just schedule everything right, our strategy should work.
Schedule? Strategy?
Hey, Mr. Simon, I just have a quick question.
Mr. Garcia, let's see. Aren't you working on the pump replacement at the swimming pool with Officer Lewis?
Oh, yeah, my question is just about that.
Yes, I'm listening. What is it?
So, Mr. Simon, have you ever had all the power go off at the swimming pool before? Like at the same time?
Oh, Mr. Garcia, I haven't. Are you telling me that there's no power at the swimming pool?
Well, not right now.
It must be a blown fuse.
Mr. Simon, why don't I go back with Mr. Garcia and see if we can figure this problem out?
Cool.
All right, I think... do you hear that?
It sounds like Jake is using the electric sander. Let's go, Mr. Garcia. We've got lots to do.
Jake, I told you not to use any power tools, including the electric sander.
Oh, hi, Mr. Simon. Well, you didn't exactly say that, you know.
No, what exactly did I say then?
You said not to use them when I'm alone.
Well, yes, I did say that, but you're still alone, Jake.
Nope, no, I'm not.
Well, I don't see anyone here. Jake.
What, Mr. Simon? I'm babysitting. See, it's Mrs. Lee's little girl. So, I'm not alone.
Oh, Jake, that's not exactly what I meant. How's a baby supposed to help you if you have an accident with the electric sander?
Well, I won't.
Jake, I need a little quiet to think for a few minutes. There's so much going on. My head is spinning.
Come on, guys.
What do you think we're gonna do after this?
Jamie, now what are you, Kayla, and Wyatt doing here?
I've got the lights. Oh, hi, Granddad. Hi, Jake. We have a great idea to save Discovery Mountain Camp.
Yeah, Hattie sent us the idea.
We just need to set up.
Stop.
What's wrong?
I need you three to leave right now outside. This just isn't going to work. None of it. We need 4,000 days, not 4.
Mr. Simon isn't happy to see Jamie, Kayla, and Wyatt, is he? He seems overwhelmed by all the help he's getting to save Discovery Mountain Camp. The repair list seems to be getting bigger and bigger. I wonder what will happen after the break. Well, we'll find out right after this message. I'm Miss Jean, and I found an easy way to support the Voice of Prophecy, the ministry that brings you this program. It's Amazon Smile. Go to smile.amazon.com and add the Voice of Prophecy. It's an easy way to help. Before the break, Jamie, Kayla, and Wyatt arrived at the Discovery Mountain Camp cafeteria. They didn't get the welcome greeting that they were expecting from Mr. Simon. Let's see if things have gotten any quieter at Discovery Mountain Camp during our break.
Mr. Simon! Mr. Simon!
Yes, Mrs. Torres, what is it?
It's the paint from the girls' cabins. We started scraping and it's everywhere. We're breathing it in. Do you have any face masks?
Oh, dear,
Mrs. Torres, here. I have face masks. Here, take one for yourself and for Dr. Simon.
Oh, thank you, Jake. Much appreciated.
Mrs. Torres, how's the paint scraping coming along?
Well, once we have these masks, the paint scraping will go much better.
That's good to hear.
We will need someone to come along after us and do a few itty-bitty repairs.
There are all kinds of repairs on the list for the girls' cabins. You and Shelley just worry about scraping the paint. That'll be a big help.
Well, see, the thing is...
Mr. Simon!
Excuse me, Mrs. Torres. Yes, Reader, I'm over here. What is it?
Well, the good news is that we got the power turned back on at the swimming pool.
Good. Now, why do I get the impression that there's also bad news?
Well, bad-ish news.
Bad-ish? What does that mean?
Well, when we turned on the power, the pump for the pool filtration system started running at full speed.
I'm not sure I want to hear the rest of this, but continue.
Well, the pump shot water out all over the pool deck and up the walls. But we turned the power back off and it stopped.
So now the power is still off and there's water everywhere? That sounds like bad news to me.
Only bad-ish because we know what not to do now when we turn the water back on. And I can clean up the water. I just need Jake's help with a few buckets and mops.
Oh, dear. Oh, by all means, Reader, go inside and get Jake. He can show you where the mops are. Take him with you and get it cleaned up.
Mr. Simon, I'm really sorry. We're all doing our best. This should only delay our progress by a few hours.
Yes, Reader, I know. I know your intentions are good. Thank you for everything you're doing.
You're welcome, Mr. Simon. I just wish there was more that
I know. We're all feeling the pressure. 4 days just isn't enough to make all these repairs. All we can do is keep working at it.
Mr. Simon, I'm going to go back to scraping paint now.
Oh, Mrs. Torres, right. Thank you.
Bye.
Wait, Mrs. Torres, you were telling me about more repairs that are needed. What are they?
Oh, Mr. Simon, I really don't want to tell you, but I'll have to be honest. You see, I'm a science teacher, and your daughter-in-law is a doctor. Neither of us is very good at scraping paint.
Mrs. Torres, just spill the beans.
All right. The thing is that the paint scraper left some gouges in the wood.
Gouges? How big are they?
Not too terrible. They can be repaired in a few hours, I'm sure. I'm going back now. Bye, Mr. Simon.
Another few hours. Well, they all add up. We'll never finish.
Granddad, we have an idea.
Jamie! Oh, you kids are still here? I thought I told you and Kayla and Wyatt to leave.
You did, but Granddad, listen to our idea. Just hear me out.
Well, Jamie, do you really think your idea will work?
Mrs. Simon, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's Hattie's idea. She said that if we record video interviews with people about what Discovery Mountain means to them, people will watch.
Yeah, we can post them all over social media. We'll ask for everyone's help to save Discovery Mountain Camp.
Mr. Simon, everyone wants to do as much as we can. Look, Reader is letting us borrow the school's video camera.
Let me see that thing. Do you know how to use this, Wyatt?
Oh, yeah. I love photography and videography and...
He gets it, Wyatt. You're good at this stuff. See, Granddad, we have a camera, a cameraman, a tripod, and now all we really need is people that Kayla and I can interview.
Well, there's no shortage of people around here today. It's just downright chaotic.
Mr. Simon, can someone pay for t-shirts by credit card?
Oh, Mrs. Lee, someone wants to pay for T-shirts by credit card? Really? Out here in the middle of the camp? This isn't Trekkers. Can't they pay cash?
Well, yes, the thing is...
Hi, Mrs. Lee. How's the baby doing?
Oh, Jamie, she's good. She's sleeping in her baby carrier right now.
Aw, so cute.
Oh, Kayla and Wyatt, you're here too. You're here to buy t-shirts. I knew it.
No, we're actually here to make interviews. Mrs. Lee, can we interview you?
Wait. One thing at a time. Mrs. Lee, first tell me about the credit card sales.
Oh, right, Mr. Simon. Someone wants to buy 50 t-shirts. 50! But they want to pay by credit card.
Well, for 50 T-shirts, why don't I just walk them over to Trekkers? I could process a credit card payment there.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Simon. Let me introduce you.
Mrs. Lee, what about our interview?
Oh, I'll come back later if I have time. I have to sell t-shirts.
Don't forget us. Bye, Mrs. Lee.
Jamie, Kayla, and Wyatt, I'll be back in a bit. Don't go inside. You're all minors, and if anything happened to you...
Yeah, we won't, Granddad. We'll just set up our camera right here under the aspen tree. Is that okay with you?
Yes. This place is so chaotic today. What's one more thing?
Okay, bye, Granddad. I love you.
Discovery Mountain Camp is still busy, and they don't seem to be making much progress. I wonder if anything they're doing will make any difference. We're going to take a short break, and we'll find out right after this.
Hi, I'm Donovan Reeder, and I play Principal Reeder on Discovery Mountain. But I'm the real principal of Campion Academy, located in Loveland, Colorado. Campion Academy is a boarding high school whose mission it is to prepare our students to share God's love with the world. With opportunities such as mission trips, training and giving Bible studies, literature evangelism, and student-led chapels, our students are challenged to take their faith and walk with Christ to the next level. To find out more about our rigorous academic program or set up a tour, visit us online at campion.net.
I'm Miss Jean, and I'm so glad that you're a part of our listening family. Did you know that we create 36 brand new Discovery Mountain episodes each year? Beginning in January, we release 30 weekly episodes, taking you well into the summer. And we close each year with a special 6-part holiday season. We're committed to creating Bible-based stories that you and your family can enjoy together. Thanks for listening. It's all hands on deck today at Discovery Mountain Camp. I wonder if they've been able to make any progress on the list of repairs that are needed. And is Mr. Simon feeling any better about all the chaos? Let's listen and find out.
Hey, Reader, can we interview you about Discovery Mountain Camp and what it means to you?
I'd love to, kids, but I still have to get the power restored to the swimming pool.
Do you want me to call my dad to help you?
That's a great idea, Kayla, but your dad and Mr. Garcia are who I'm trying to help.
Oh, all right.
Bye, kids. Gotta run.
Bye, Reader. Jamie, Wyatt, we've been here for over an hour, and no one will record an interview with us. They're all too busy.
Oh, here comes my mom. Let's grab her for an interview. Hey, Mom.
Oh, Jamie. Hi. What are you three doing?
We're recording interviews about what Discovery Mountain Camp means to people. Can we record you?
Well, of course. You know that I love this camp. This is where your father and I met. If it weren't for this place, just think of all the life adventures we would have missed.
All right. Dr. Simon, please stand right here next to the aspen tree. There you go. Just a little to the left. Perfect. Stop right there. Now, let me adjust the focus on this camera.
Everyone ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Action.
Well, Discovery Mountain Camp... Oh, sorry, kids. I have to answer this. It's the hospital.
Cut!
Hello, Dr. Simon speaking? Uh-huh. Oh, yes. Well, I'm sorry. I've been at the camp. You know, the cell reception here is terrible. I'll be their stat.
It's okay, Mom. Go take care of the emergency.
Thank you for understanding, sweetheart. I'm sure you'll find someone for your interview. Bye, kids.
Bye, Dr. Simon. Well, now who are we going to interview?
I could do it.
Wyatt, you went to summer camp here?
Yeah, one summer. I'll tell you on camera if you want.
All right, Wyatt. Now just show me how to start the recording and I'll run the camera.
Okay, Kayla, look right here and just push that button.
All right. Looks easy enough.
All right. Ready, Wyatt?
I'm ready.
Action.
Hey everyone, I'm Wyatt. Discovery Mountain Camp is really special to me. I was able to attend here just one summer, and it was the best summer I can remember. I love climbing rocks, riding in Blue Birdie, and swimming in Little Lake. Discovery Mountain Camp is really special to me for another reason. The person who runs this camp is Mr. George Simon. Recently, he hired me to do some repairs.
Oh, hey, Wyatt, what you up to? I'm all done mopping up the water at the swimming pool.
Jake, what are you doing? We're recording a video here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no clue. Just go again. I'll stand over here and be perfectly quiet. I promise.
Can you really be quiet, Jake?
I promise.
All right, you ready to try this again, Wyatt?
I'm ready.
Ready on camera.
Action.
Hey everyone, I'm Wyatt. Discovery Mountain Camp is really special to me. I was able to attend here just one summer.
Kayla,
it was the best summer
it's
I can
really
remember.
special to me.
I love climbing rocks, riding in Blue Birdie.
God brought me here to Discovery Mountain.
Discovery Mountain
Cut.
Camp.
Well, what now, Jamie?
Jake, I could hear you talking to Kayla.
Oh, sorry, I was whispering.
You weren't really whispering, Jake.
I was too.
I tried to tell you to be quiet, Jake.
All right, let's all calm down. What's going on?
Oh, Granddad, we just can't get anyone to interview. And now Wyatt was on camera and Jake ruined the whole thing.
Hey, wait. Time for a timeout. This place has been crazy today, and it's getting to all of us.
Mr. Simon.
Like I said, it's been crazy, and apparently still is. Yes, Mr. Garcia, I'm over here.
Mr. Simon, oh good. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Do you still need help getting the power back on at the swimming pool, Mr. Garcia?
Oh, no. We've got the power back on.
Then what seems to be the trouble?
When Jake put the mop and buckets away in the storage room, he closed the door.
Yeah, I finished mopping up and put everything away, and I closed the door. What's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Officer Lewis and Reader were in the closet.
Oh, whoops. Oh, well, I'm sure they're laughing about it now, huh?
Oh, I don't think they're laughing. You locked them in there.
Locked them in? Oh, no. Why didn't you start with that information, Mr. Garcia? Lead the way. I have the key. Officer Lewis, Reader, I just can't apologize enough. Jake didn't mean to lock you up in here.
I was about to break the door down, but I didn't want to do any more damage to Discovery Mountain Camp.
Yes, you arrived just in time.
Well, I'm on my way. I'll be back tomorrow to help.
Thank you for all your help, Officer Lewis. Goodbye. Reader, I just don't know if we're making any kind of a difference.
Well, I'm not sure we made any progress on the repair list today. Today was a setback.
Yes, well, now we're down to 3 days to finish the repairs. Instead of 3 days, we need 3,000.
Oh, Mr. Reader, sir, have you forgiven me for locking you in the storage closet?
Jake, yes, all is forgiven. I'm on my way, too. I'll be back tomorrow, Mr. Simon. We'll tackle that repair list again.
Good night. Thanks for everything.
Good night.
Oh, Mr. Simon, it's been a long day, huh?
It sure has, Jake, and not the best one.
Mr. Simon, I heard you saying that instead of 3 days, we need 3,000 to finish all the work?
Yes, well, I think that's true. I just don't see how we'll finish everything.
Well, if God wants us to, we can. The Bible says that for him, a day is like 1,000 years.
I hadn't thought about that, but of course you're right, Jake.
Yeah, God isn't limited by time. He still can save Discovery Mountain Camp.
Jake, thank you for that encouragement. Of course you're right. I felt so limited and trapped today.
Oh? How so, Mr. Simon?
Well, we have only so many hours to fix the camp, and if we don't, we pay a fine. And if we don't raise all the money to pay the fine, the camp goes up for auction. Big problems, but...
Not too big for God, Mr. Simon.
Jake, you couldn't be more right. Thank you. I needed this encouragement today. Come on, Jake. Let's go call Hattie. I have an idea.
Okay, but can I just stop by the t-shirt table? I've been meaning to get one.
Jake.
All right, I'll get one tomorrow. Mr. Simon, let's go call Hattie.
What a busy day. And the repair list for Discovery Mountain Camp, it's even longer than it was when the workers started. I'm sure glad that Jake was able to exercise his faith and encourage Mr. Simon. He's right. When we're having troubles, it's easy to forget that God isn't limited by the same things that we are. The verse that Jake mentioned, it's found in 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8 and says this, "But beloved, do not forget this one thing, that with the Lord 1 day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as 1 day." God is so much bigger than our problems. Now, I wonder what Mr. Simon's idea is, and if they'll be able to save Discovery Mountain Camp. And will Hattie be successful in her second interview with Mr. Bilsby? Join us for the next episode in this story series called Just in Time.
Hi, I'm Director Doug, and I had a lot of sympathy for Jamie, Kayla, and Wyatt in today's episode. You see, for many years, I've been a TV director and producer. And just like in today's scene, someone's phone always seems to ring just as the camera starts rolling. In this scene, Jamie, Kayla, and Wyatt are trying to record interviews with people about what Discovery Mountain Camp means to them. Will you ask your parents if you can record an interview on their phone about what this program, Discovery Mountain, means to you? We'd love to hear about your favorite parts of the program. Ask Mom and Dad and then send it to us. And if someone talks during the recording, don't worry, it will just remind you of Jake.
I'm Miss Jean, and you've been listening to Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. To listen to other episodes and to send us a message, visit us at discoverymountain.com or write to us at Discovery Mountain, P.O. Box 999, Loveland, Colorado, 80539. And in Canada, write to Box 2127, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, L1H7V4. This is a production of The Voice of Prophecy. Join us again next time here at Discovery Mountain, where every day is an exercise in faith.